Hey guys, Dave Smith at Factory 5. We're Factory 5 Live, and we'll be talking here with Tony Zullo.
Hey guys.
And we're going to take about 10 minutes here and go through our 25th anniversary car. Now, we've done this twice in the past. We did a 15-year anniversary car. We sold it in a day. The 20-year anniversary car. And a lot of guys have been asking me about the 25 years because they know what's coming next year. So we're going to be a sneak peek. We've done a lot of experimenting and kind of trial and error on the prototype here. We kind of know what configuration we've settled on, so we're going to go over with you guys what the configuration is on the anniversary cars. We're making 25 of them. I think we already have five or six already sold. So there's a website page on our, so if you want all the specs and all the details, it's online. But we're going to step this through. So on our 25th anniversary car, we made 20 of these. This was the prototype. You know, similar to this prototype is this prototype over here. So Tony, why don't you step us through from the core? And you know, before Tony gets too far, I should say, you go to SEMA, the last 5 or 6 years, every single show winning car at SEMA, Tony's done the configuration, the design, the style, the patina, not just the shop truck and the new coupe, everything he's done. So, you know, we put a lot of trust in Tony's hands to put together configuration that is really special, something that you can't get anywhere else. And some of these parts are exclusive parts. You just can't get them. They're only made with the 25th car. Others are just high-end options that we wanted to make the car the best. So Tony, step us through the chassis side.
Alright, so basically after 25 years of evolution, our chassis is the best chassis you're going to find. I mean, once again, out of all the years that we actually did different kind of chassis, we've done a great chassis on the 20th anniversary. This one we actually did a Ducati Bronze. So the Ducati Bronze really shows the shape of the chassis and how great these guys are welded. I mean, these guys are one of the best welders I've ever seen. We're going to go through and we did the foot boxes in black, satin black, which kind of complements the bronze. Some of you guys pick a chassis color to actually complement this. This is kind of well done. Whether you do a body color of any choice, it kind of goes well with the bronze. You know, we're sticking with a pewter or silver, or whether we're going to do a black, it kind of goes well with it. The F panel, so everything from the front to the firewall will be black. The rest is just going to be aluminum. And at that point, it's going to be either covered, sounded, and carpeted. So if that says, we'll leave it like that. We're also going to go through, I'm going to show you the brakes. The brakes we actually did our 25th anniversary brakes. If you come on over, I'll take a tire off, and I'll show you what they look like. They're actually really nice. They're obviously through Wilwood. Wilwood's our vendor. And as we go through, it's a really nice 20th anniversary logoed Wilwood 6-piston caliper. Obviously this chassis has been driven, so you can see some of the paint has been taken off the rotor. And those, just a very good compliment on this chassis with you guys are putting big horsepower in it. You do a small block, push rod motor. This obviously has a 5.2 Coyote. We're in love with the Coyote stuff, so it just works. Very plug and play. Ford is our bread and butter. So this is a new Illuminator 5.2. It's just cream of the crop. We have it in the Logano car. We have it in the other Mark IV, and now we have it in our anniversary car.
You know, what I like about what Tony did is with the bronze, and I don't know where you got your inspiration here, Ducati, Italian, probably just because Italian.
All your motorcycles. All your motorcycles.
I love Ducatis, and you know, the Italians just do things right when it comes to design, but this bronze and black is a really cool combination. And then what Tony did is he worked with Jim and Jesper on the wheels. I mean, show us what we got on the wheels.
Yeah, let's go over here. I'll show you the wheels. So these are kind of unorthodox of what we do. We usually stick with the Halbrand wheels. This is going to be a 2-piece wheel, so it's a very nice 2-piece wheel, 18 by 11 for a rear, which will still accept the 315 tire that most guys will do, and the front is going to be an 18 by 9, which will accept up to a 255, 265 tire. If some of you guys aren't happy with the wheels and you want to do something different, we do have any size Halbrand still. I think this is one of those things that's pretty flavor. It's whatever a guy wants. But these are pretty cool. These are standard with the 25th anniversary. So if you guys do want them, they're yours. Eventually we will get some in stock if guys want to buy them later down the line, but we have 25 sets aside, and that's all we have for the cars.
Yes, I'm choking over here. So now it's got the right wheels, the right brakes, the right chassis, the right powder coating, the right look. You know, if this car doesn't outhandle everything else, it's not our anniversary car. It's got to be the best. So what we did was we went with our IRS. When we developed the IRS, we went down to N-Car. We had a challenge car, our fastest race car, solid axle, and then the same car, same engine, same everything with the IRS in it. We were about 2 seconds faster a lap with John George driving it. It's finally IRS is the best, softest, most compliant street suspension and the fastest on the track. And it really does work great. Ford did a great job with it. We picked up the components from Ford and designed our own geometry, and it really works with our car. So we got the IRS, and also we added the sway bars. So the car, you get in this car, and on the 20th anniversary car, I'll go to any autocross, I'll be fast time of the day. Unless Jeff Kleiner's driving, then I'll be like a 1/10 of a second slower than him with my daughter in the car. But I cheated. Anyway, but yeah, so IRS, sway bars, standard. And I knew the car was going to handle great. We got all the right components underneath. We got the right suspension.
I wanted the bright work. Now, Tony, these guys are kind of the modern guys. I am more of a traditionalist. So if you think about British cars and the original Cobras and the original cars, whether it's Jags or MGs or Cobras, you know, British were always famous for their chrome work. So we have bright work, which is stainless steel and chrome. So we went with the full hoop bumpers. On this car, we only have the overriders. Tony, he didn't like the hoops, but you get the full hoops and the overriders. You get the chrome roll bar with the roll bar grommets. And that matches all the bright work. If you look at a British car, all the, you know, the little L handles, the chrome on the windscreen, it's a brass extruded windscreen. So side pipes are also part of the bright work, but there's more than the side pipes. Tony, you know, Mr. Exhaust here, you can tell me about your frustrations on exhaust and what we've done on the anniversary car exhaust. So you're getting the side pipes, but more than that.
I'll show you guys what we've done. So, you know, everybody out there fights the battle. The biggest battle is exhaust, centered in the hole, whether we rock the motor. I mean, we try to do our best. It's tough to jig something that's 4-4 with no flex to it. So we've come up with something a little bit different. We're going back to our roots where we did do J-pipes. So we are now offering, especially for this car here, we have a 4-to-1-to-4. So what you're gonna have here is a 3-bolt flange to a ball flange. Now the adjustability of this hole is gonna be perfect. You can get that any way you want, whether it's front to back. I know a lot of guys need wedges for the pipes. It all depends how they're oriented in the car. I know some guys want to level their motors. They get really upset when I tell them, hey, you gotta rock the motor a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. That's just how it's been. It's just hard to do from this point to this point, but I think we've actually solved the problem. This here is a lifesaver. I've already put a set on, and it took me literally minutes to get that pipe straight and on the car. We've not only done it on this, we've done it on Dave's son's car, Adam.
Yeah, so I'm building a car with my son, and I had the old pipes, and kind of a little crooked. So if you have my skill level, not Tony's, my skill level, you know, you look, I put up the pipes already, I cheated. I put on my son's car. So Adam and I worked on this car, and went for the full headers with those, that you know, 3-bolt flange makes it so easy. It just reminds us back when we did the original Mark 1s, it was so easy to get those pipes to line up. Now, up, down, left, right.
These aren't completely tightened.
Oh, that's perfect.
So no matter what you do, you're going
it.
to get that pipe completely straight to your body.
As Tony would say, money. Yeah, so we got the pipes good. Tony, talk about the interior, because that's a style thing too. So Tony's got the style under the chassis. What about in the cockpit?
We're going to go through, we're going to use our Roadster seats, which I don't have them here, but I know we took pictures on the website.
They're on the website, yeah.
So the seats and the actual doors are actually going to come, and they're actually done in a diamond tufting. So it's kind of what I like. It's one of those things, you look at a Lamborghini, you look at a Maserati, they actually have that tufting. And it's just, to me, it just feels expensive. It's exotic.
As soon as people saw them, I had like 4 or 5 emails saying, I want those seats. I'm like,
Right.
They only come with the anniversary car. We're not selling those seats. They only come with the 25 cars.
And those we also badge at the top.
Right.
So we're going to do the seats, door panels to match the seats, which I think is a great, you know, it's just a milestone from what we do with a regular seat. To have that, most guys always want a different color, or they want that. So we're going to go through that. We're also doing our gauges. So every gauge is going to be numbered. So as you come in the door with whatever you get for a 25th anniversary, as you go out the door, they're going to be packed. I can't give you a number on the website, but as they get shipped, you will get a number, and the number will be on the actual gauge itself. These are GPS gauges. Blinkers are already in them, and now you got some pretty cool stuff. You can actually do shift lights integrated. So these are our regular standard gauges. You can do your drag time, quarter-mile time. You got shift lights, you got LED, you got your span lights. So these are pretty cool. These are a next level up for gauges. This was kind of an inspiration from the guys here that this is what they want in their own cars. So we're going to use that towards our 25th.
Tell me about this, because this is all Zulo. Because me, traditionalist, I like a black padded dash. Look at my 20th anniversary car. Now that's a proper dash. Nice layout, traditional, glove box. We'll even sign it up for you. But Tony, he's got to go crazy modern. I think this is really cool. And by the way, as soon as we showed this on the site, a lot of people want to buy them right away. So tell me about the dash.
I think these are cool. I mean, to me, this shows detail. This is all vacuum bag carbon. I mean, this stuff is nothing but the best. We actually put a little spot here, because most guys put their buttons, their switches, their dip switches, their blinkers. So this gives you a little spot where you can put your headlight switch, your keyhole, and all those switches. Still has a glove box, which I think accents that dash great. No glare, so it's not like you get a shiny piece where the glare is going to shine you out of the car. Glove box again. We have some really, really cool badges this year. You know, you'll see the 20th anniversary.
They're monochromatic. We've done color in the past.
We've always done color, and I think this really is going to show what we do with that bronze chassis.
I mean, the point was to build a rich interior. I think Tony did it. And, you know, we're giving you a sneak peek because we don't have the car built. I mean, it's in process right now. The reason it's in process mostly, though, we had that NSRA so people could see it. We got 4.52 in it, which is a monster motor. We're excited about it. We'll have the car at SEMA, but the body.
I'm going to talk about the body. And the body's a tough one because there's things about the body that we kind of corrected, that we've made changes on. And it's a dedicated mold. We made one mold for the anniversary cars. But right here, rectangular taillights. You know, for forever, going back to the Mark 1s, we've used the round taillights. And the round taillights are used because of one simple reason. They're DOT legal and safe. And the 427 taillights never were. Well, guess what? We tooled up on these things. They have the proper lumens, brightness for safety and for DOT. So it's a DOT bulb. It's an LED taillight. But now we changed the body mold so that the pad that this mounts to is already squared off for rectangular mounts. So on the body, we made a new body mold for the anniversary cars. Brand new, so you can have less body work because it's a brand new mold. But you're going to have the rectangular taillights. But we also made some changes to the trunk. This is a British convention. When we went to the Mark IV, this is a 427 CSX trunk. Well, the British trunk had this spacing here, and you always had to notch the license plate. So we actually moved the light pad up just enough to clear the plate, so now you won't have to notch your plate. Now that's a change that's going in process to all bodies on the floor, but the anniversary cars are getting the first ones. Secondly, if you look at the rear wheel well, we've always had this space, and this was from the molds that we pulled. I don't know if they were race molds. I don't know if the body was modified a little bit. We thought we had an original body, but we moved this wheel back a bit, this opening back a bit, to just close off this radius to make it more consistent and kind of less egg-shaped. So we've made a change to this right here on the anniversary car molds. And lastly, a few customers have been talking about fitting it on the front end. So you get a 275 tire in the front, you get a little bit of rubbing. I know when I drop my suspension a bit, I autocross, I'll get a little rub on here. So we've actually moved this fender out. I don't know, Tony, how much did you move it out of the mold? Maybe half an inch?
Half an inch.
Yeah, total. So it's something that you're not really going to notice, but it makes a huge difference in terms of wheel and tire fitment. So the body mold, brand new mold, those changes are functional changes that make the body better. 25th anniversary. They're for sale right now. I think we'll be shipping in the 3rd week or 4th week of August. Most of the parts will be in by September, so we want to get these cars out and get them built. That's about it. I don't know if I missed anything. There's small details like wind wings and side divisors are included.
Those are included.
We have the assembled louvers that are
Yep.
part of it. This shows the badging on the 20th anniversary.
It's nothing but the best.
Yeah, so it really is, if you're building a Factory 5, it's the very best Factory 5 we could put together. So I hope this kind of stepped you through it. If you want to go on the website, you can see all the prices and everything on it. 25 available. I think 5 are gone right now.
Already gone.
So yeah, and we do have a Factory 5 loyalty discount. So if someone has bought a Factory 5, someone has paid our rent, invested in the company, they get a discount on those kits. So Factory 5, Tony, Dave, we're out.
You guys.